Okay, so since we're already here, I might as well show you a couple other cool options that we can use when we're on our individual pages. So let's go back into our WordPress admin, and you'll see that I'm on my samples page, which is right here. So the first thing that I'd like to show you is Freelancer Theme's layout options. We can choose between 4 different layouts. We can choose between the right sidebar, the left sidebar, we can have both sidebars, and we can have no sidebars. So let's take a look at these different options. Right now we're using the right sidebar, as you can see right here. Now we'll move over to the left and update. And now we have a left sidebar. So now we can go and we can have both sidebars. Now something you might notice here is because this image is floating left, and because we're about to have less space in our content column, we might have to make a few alterations. Now these will automatically be shifted into one column, so they'll stack on top of each other. Let's take a look. So you'll notice how they're stacking on each other because we don't have enough room, and then this looks a little off. So we can of course fix this by going back into the edit page and going down into Freelancer Theme downloads and samples. Now this is my MD Web Services sample, so I can expand that and I can align my image to the center. Now when I publish my page, this should look much nicer. So that's our both sidebars layout. So let me just switch that back. Left. And now we can check out what it looks like to have no sidebars. So let's update again. And there we go. Now we have no sidebars. So there's a couple more things I'd like to show you. I got a lot of requests from people who wanted an easy way to integrate just a simple sales page without using extra plugins. So what I've done is I've made it so you can disable certain things on your page. So let's start off, let's get rid of the header. So now we'll update. And now only on this one page it will have no header. Okay. So now let's remove the navigation. There we go, no navigation. So now we're pretty close to having a sales page. Now we can also remove our headline by checking this box here. But for this page, I think I'd rather just make a new page headline. So I could change it right up here, but if I was to do that and look inside of my pages, I would have tons of headlines here, and although I could figure out which is which, this is much easier. I know this is my home page, these are my samples, these are my testimonials. So even though I might not want my page to actually say samples, I think it's a good idea to have samples right here. And now, to make it say something else, we can use Freelancer Theme's headline and subheadline options. So let's enter a longer page headline. Now, we can also put a subheadline. If I don't have this option selected, then my subheadline will just be regular text. So here's my longer page headline, and here's my nice subheadline. So now if I want to make my subheadline larger, I can simply check this box here, which will make it more search engine friendly and easier to read. we go. Now we have a nice little sales page here. We can list all of our things we want to sell right here, and we're pretty much ready to go for that. So there's one more thing I'd like to show you, and that's that Freelancer Theme comes with its built-in search engine optimization options. We can make a meta title, we can make keywords, and a description. The description, if you leave it blank, it will simply take from the first line of text on your page, which is really cool. So really you don't even need to worry about this. And a few keywords, they're kind of important, but even Google doesn't use them anymore. I think the most important thing here is the first one, meta title. So the reason this is so important is when we go to Google, like we are right here, and I say type in Midnight Donkey, which is my company, our meta title is what we see right here. So testimonials, and this will show more results from our website. So these are meta titles, and as you can see, they're pretty important. They're the first thing that we look at when we search for something. And then what we can also see underneath that is our first line of text on that page, which is being automatically generated. Those are the search engine options there. We can also no index, which hides this one page from search engines, and we can no follow, which will hide all of the links on this page from search engines. So I hope you found these few videos helpful, and of course if you have any more questions, you can head over to the Freelancer Theme forums, and you can post in our pre-sale section where even guests can post. So thank you for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon. Goodbye.